What's going on, players? Welcome to your 11th Android tutorial in the 2.0 series. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a class for reading the information that we've saved to our device, whether that be internal data or whether it be shared preferences. So far that's what we've covered, but we're going to have a class that can read and interpret that data and use it in a different activity. And you guys are probably like, oh man, we got to set up another class and all this stuff. It's going to be terrible. Well, I tried to make it a little bit easy for you. You know, I spent like a little bit programming the basic setup of the stuff that we're going to need. And I put it on the website, mybringback.com. You know, check it out. I hear they're pretty cool, these guys at MyBringBack. And, you know, this is our site. Sometimes we just have a little video here. Right now we're just kind of promoting ourselves. And down here we usually have a way that our community can help someone. And again, we're being selfish by trying to help ourselves, getting into this sweet movie. The people that did Machine Gun Preacher, I don't know if that will even happen. But if you want to follow them on Twitter, you can do that as well. But always there's going to be something down here where we can help, and that's kind of what we're about, helping each other. But for this tutorial, where you're going to need to go, where you're going to need to go is in the tutorial section here, and you know these are the latest updates. But most likely over on the right hand or left hand side, this is where you're going to need to go as of the layout that we have currently. So it's under the Android Intermediate series or the 2.0 series under the resources. Click that bad boy and look at that. Got everything set up for you. What the manifest is going to look like after we're done here. The menu.java, menu XML, the reading class source code, and the reading XML. So that's what you need to set up: a menu class. Make sure your labels are exact same. So set up a menu class, set up a reading class, and then set up a menu XML and a reading XML, and then also update your manifest here. So the important things that you guys need to make sure that is happening is if your package name is different than what I did at the beginning when we set up this 2.0 series, make sure you change your package names to like com dot whatever you guys put here as well, or your packet or your identifier, whatever. So make sure you change that around in the manifest as well, and everything else should be good to go, unless if you had different activity names over here, which you probably did for this the 440 series activity, because I was just an idiot when I named that activity. So whatever that is, change that reference, but make sure these identifiers are the same. For some reason I put capital S, capital T, so make sure you change that over. And then within our menu class, looks pretty simple. We just have a string array set up with those specific identifiers from our manifest, and so we have the st, the dot settings, external, store, reading. And again, you guys, if you have a different package name than me, when you copy it over from the website, make sure you have your package as com dot, again, whatever you guys set up. And also down here within the click method, change this to your package name as well. So com dot, whatever, right here, getting your IDs, your resources, and also right here change this identifier as well. Make sure on this intent you have the period at the end of your package, and it's just kind of a quick setup to save some time. It's been a little bit different than what we've done before, but if you jump over into the menu XML, this is what it's going to look like. It's just all of what we've created so far. Pretty basic, but what I did is I set this onClick method in the XML. It's going to look for the onClick method back in our menu, so we don't have to set up those, button whatever equals in parentheses button find view by ID r.id blah blah blah, then that button dot set onClick listener. Basically, if you define this onClick to be onClick within your XML, you won't have to worry about those setting that up. But what's going to happen is all of those buttons are looking for this onClick method to happen. Alright, so let me try and explain this onClick method real quick, because I know some of you guys are probably like, whoa, that was pretty short code there, pretty awesome. So basically what's happening is all of our buttons or set up this onClick method, and when we press, like, let's say the second button, so the reference will be B1 here. As you can see, it would be our settings button, B1. Just think of it that way. Click B1 or second button, and it's going to tell us information about the button. So I just set up a variable called ID, and it's just going to be essentially like, hey, what was the ID of the view that was pressed? So again, our second button was pressed, so the ID is going to be r.id.b1. Okay, so now it's setting this this ID value to be essentially B1. Then we're going to go through a for loop of how many different activities that we have, or action names, within our manifest that we set up in this string array up here. So again, we have 4 right now, and then it's going to cycle through 4 times, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the first time it's going to cycle through is 0, and then it's going to check our B1 ID that we set up here from the second button that we pressed, and it's going to say, hey, is B1 the same as your resources get the identifier of B plus the current I that's on. So it's going to be B0, and it's going to be an ID value from the package of our package identifier. Kind of confusing, sorry if it is, but this part isn't really that important. If you guys want to look at it, you can try and figure out how it works, but pretty simple setup just to save myself some time, and I'm giving it to you guys to work with. So I think that's the only thing that you'll need to know that's new. Within our reading, maybe you guys might have not worked with spinners before, but we just have a large text here, a spinner, that we're going to load up all of our journal entries, and then we're also going to hit a load button, and then it's going to display our journal down here. Alright, pretty easy concept to set up and to start executing. So again, make sure you guys go over to the resources, copy everything over, make sure all of your classes have your package name at the top instead of the one that I provided on the website, and hopefully that saved you guys some time, even though you're like, crap, now I can't listen to Travis babble and type slowly while I carry along. All we're doing is just setting up our project for the next tutorial, and I did that, guys, simply for you, so you can just copy and paste. Alright, and there's a donate button right there. Just saying, throwing that out there. But again, thanks guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Make sure you get all those resources set up and your project's okay. So see you guys then. Have a good day.